Welcome to another episode of Sports and Discourse with your host, Derek Stevenson. And today I'm going to do something a little different. I'm actually going to react to a couple of highlight videos, maybe, of Bryce Hopkins, a former Kentucky Wildcat player that left for the transfer portal last year and seems to be doing pretty good up in Providence. So I haven't really paid too much attention to him, but I've been hearing all the same things that everybody else has been saying. Everybody's saying that he is killing now that he's up in Providence, and apparently he went off on Marquette. I think he had 29 points and like 20-something rebounds. So I actually just want to dive into the highlights a little bit and give my thoughts about Bryce Hopkins, because I had heard some comments that Matt Jones had said, and a lot of it I seem to agree with. So I just want to watch for myself and see what I think about Bryce and how it relates to what's going on with Kentucky with Coach Calipari and his system and different things like that. So we'll just check it out and get right into it.
Back beyond the arc. He goes along the baseline, reverse layup, tough shot, no good. Hopkins,
so here we go. Hopkins getting a rebound right off the rip.
So dangerous. He can lead the fast break like that. Get a rebound and lead the break.
And now he's got a size advantage down low. Try to take advantage of
making a little move, a little, nice little spin move in the post. I like that already.
That's something Ed Cooley's got to take care of.
Yeah, in fact, Shaka Smart said today at practice.
Now we got him just running some normal offense to try to get himself open. He's doing some screening and moving. Now he's catching the ball, and he just seen that he had an opening and went all the way to the basket for an easy layup. And it just takes some confidence to see the spot and know that you got the advantage and go on and go through it. Got him just making some basic free throws. Right here he misses his free throw, but he gets his own rebound by just being aware and working hard. He just seems to be using his size and his strength really well already, is what I'm noticing. Now I'm checking him out. He looks like he's just floating around the top of the key. Now he's cutting to the basket. Just that's simple basketball. You just see an opening on the floor and you cut, and your partner feeds you the ball. And right here, he's just running the floor. Just simple basketball stuff. He seems like he's playing more freely. He's more loose, more confident. Like I was saying, man, it just makes you feel better when you know you're one of the coach's guys. You just have the confidence to play, not focus on making mistakes. But he's looking real good so far.
Lead is back to 5 for Marquette.
Yeah, Providence got to get some stops. There's the double team on Hopkins. I like that.
Reed leaves it down low for Hopkins.
And see right there, that's just simple basketball. He just, he caught the ball. He got double teamed immediately. He kicks it out. They swing the ball. A guard penetrates, and he just hangs out in the open area. So when the guard draws the defense, he's just waiting to receive the ball, and then as soon as he receives it, he just goes up and dunks it. That's just super simple basketball to me. But I give him credit for just having the IQ to know, okay, get the ball out of your hands quick, and then don't be, don't worry about it because it's coming right back to you. And then he just made himself available for the easy drop off, and then he dunked it.
Free throw line for Croswell, back out for Bynum. Shot clock at 7. Little hop step to his left, no good. Rebound by Hopkins, and boy, he was this rebound, guys.
And see, on that play, man, that's just effort, man. He just working hard now, and unfortunately, I hate to say this because you want to feel like any player, anytime you get an opportunity, that you're going to work hard and you're going to be enthused, and you're going to put everything you got into it. But if we just being honest, there's probably a lot of times where some of these players just feel like well, I'll just say it, man. A lot of them probably get in the game and don't give a fuck. Like, if you sitting on the bench, if you not starting, and you see other players getting a whole lot of minutes and a whole lot of playing time and making mistakes, and you can't seem to figure out why the coach ain't giving you an opportunity, you can easily develop a bad attitude. And then probably when you finally get in the game, you're just not gonna care as much. And now it seems like his whole attitude, his demeanor is different. Like he's working hard. Like he's just using his strength, and he's just fighting. He's just hungry for the basketball, if you will. And probably when he got to Kentucky, he probably just didn't feel like he was gonna be a part of it, and he probably checked out pretty quickly. Because I had some of my sources told me that the actual day when he told the team that he was leaving was November the 27th. And I guess he was struggling with it, going back and forth, trying to see if he could break the lineup or, if he was going to be able to get some significant playing time. Excuse me. And I guess he finally just made his decision that he wasn't going to, come back. And at that point, I think Calipari gave up on him too, which, I can't really blame Calipari. But back to what I was saying, he just looked like he's just way more active right now.
Second shot.
Well, you didn't listen to the referees when they said 2 shots?
No, I would be on the end of saying that.
He's so good with the ball, and he's so strong. He's going to get to the lane. He's going to get to the line.
Double-double in 4 of his last 5 games, counting tonight. He makes the. And Marquette needs a bucket.
See, we got him active on defense.
The last 7 minutes has been non-existent.
Just using his strength, man. Like a guy's fighting for position, and he's just big enough to hold guys at bay. And he's just playing tough on both ends of the court. And then see in situations like this, I think he's just using his instincts. But he's just doing simple things, man. And it's crazy because, like, I feel like a lot of the players that's on Kentucky's team this year just don't really do the simple basketball plays as much as I would like. It seem like they overthinking the game when they playing it. They trying not to make mistakes. They just do a whole lot of low IQ basketball plays, and that move that he just made right there is just simple. Like he just slides down the paint, seals his man off, catches the ball, and just turns around and lays it up. Like it's just really that easy.
Shot.
Second shot.
And obviously, if you're down 2, get something going to the basket and get to the free throw line.
Second shot is good. All right, Hopkins to the free throw line for 2. He's 7 of 12. 8 of 13. Hopkins out of Oak Park, Illinois. Started at Kentucky.
Hitting his free throws, just simple basketball.
Second free throw, it's good. He's got a career, but he has missed 5.
Best thing you can do when you a big man is work on your free throw shooting, because you're going to get fouled a whole lot of times, and you don't want to just leave points on the table because you can't hit free throws. He's shooting 75%, so he's hitting every 3 out of 4, and just getting easy points.
These kids have been playing their heads off in this game.
Second shot is good. The line.
He's 11 for 16 in this game, so he's just piling up points at the free throw line.
28 points.
I certainly didn't think so.
Second shot.
And there you have it, man. Let me get this off the screen real quick. But yeah, man.
The thing that's different.
But yeah, shit, he just seems to be working much harder. He's playing aggressive, using his size. Excuse me. But the thing that I want to talk about in what is Matt Jones's comments, and I actually agree with this a lot. I think what happens to Calipari is Calipari's so focused on getting his guys to the NBA that he's assessing their weaknesses. And when you look at a guy like Hopkins, you're trying to figure out how's he going to perform, what positions is he going to play when he's in the NBA. And to be honest with you, I think he's going to have to play out on the floor in the NBA. I'm not quite sure if he can be a power forward. Maybe depending on who's on the court, if teams go small, he might could play power forward. But majority of the time, he's probably going to be playing small forward in the NBA. So I think when Calipari is coaching him and playing him in Kentucky, he's basically training him to be a professional basketball player, which is the same thing that I think he was doing with Chris Livingston. I had told somebody earlier in the season, I think I might have put it on Twitter, that I think Chris Livingston really needs to be playing power forward. And somebody was like, nah, he's always played the three, and he's been playing the small forward his whole career. And which that's probably true, but I don't think that his ball handling and I think it might mostly be his ball handling, but for whatever reason, he's been struggling to beat people off the dribble in college. But I think it's because you got guys that are naturally small forwards playing defense against him. And he dribbles the ball kind of high. If you look at, he runs straight up a lot. So I think when he's making his move, he's not really getting that low. So he can't really turn the corner on his man as easy. But when, if he was playing power forward, it'd probably be a whole lot easier for him to beat power forwards off the dribble. And he could pull them away from the basket and shoot threes. So I think even though he may have played small forward his whole career, and I think he will actually play small forward in the NBA, Chris Livingston is a natural power forward in college. And that's the same thing with Bryce Hopkins. I think Bryce Hopkins in college is just naturally better playing at the power forward position, which is what it looks like he's playing at Providence. And I haven't paid enough attention to their actual lineup, so I don't know if technically he's their team's power forward or not. But just from the look of, a lot of the way he's playing and floating through the offense, look like he does a lot of work around the basket. He does shoot from the outside some, but look like he's just using his strength and killing people around the bucket. Now, I do think, like I said, he's going to have to play small forward in the NBA, which is probably what Calipari was trying to train him to do. But it kind of hurts you. It kind of hurts Kentucky when he does that a little bit, because like if we had him on the team this year playing power forward, he probably would be starting over Toppin if he's doing that. Like if he's good enough to do that, he will be the starting power forward this year, playing down underneath the basket with Sheboy. And the way it looks like this kid can rebound, you got Sheboy on one side that be giving you like 15 rebounds, 13 rebounds, whatever it is. And then, Hopkins looked like he could easily give you another 7 to 8. And then the way he's scoring, he looked like he could potentially be the leading scorer on the team. So it just kind of looks like Calipari, when he gets caught up with trying to, improve on developing these players' weaknesses, sometimes it kind of actually might be doing the opposite for Kentucky. It might be making Kentucky's team weaker overall, which is kind of one of those things where it's like, okay, like how we doing this? Like, are we, are we playing for Kentucky, or are we playing the coach for the NBA? And that's probably what makes some of these fans a lot angry a lot, because when we looking at it, we're not really looking at how he's developing for the NBA. We want the best version of him that we can get now. So if he can play power forward now, then we want him to play power forward. And then if he needs to develop his NBA game and become a small forward, then, you know, most Kentucky fans probably would be like, you do that later on your own time. But while you on Kentucky's time, we want you to just be able to do what you naturally do best, dominate how we know you can dominate. So I think, you know, Calipari might have to start, you know, having practice sessions where he's developing some of these guys. But in the games, he might actually need to just start playing these guys where they naturally will be the most effective. And to see what Bryce Hopkins is doing now, looks like he could have been a big help on this team. And hopefully, you know, Chris Livingston, who's on the team now, who's kind of in a similar situation, hopefully, you know, he'll be able to maintain what he's been doing over the last several games, because he actually been playing pretty well. And, you know, he kind of worked his way into the starting lineup. He's been getting some significant minutes lately. So hopefully he'll be able to maintain that for the rest of the season and continue to get better, man, because, you know, we don't have a whole lot of guys that we can depend on night in and night out. It's pretty much Sheboy and Wallace that we know we're going to get, you know, a certain type of, you know, stat line from them boys. So we definitely need a few more guys to just step up and consistently be able to give us something, man. So anyways, we'll keep our eye on it and see what happens. And y'all let me know if y'all like the reaction videos. This is my first time ever doing one, so I don't know how this is going to turn out. But if y'all enjoy them, you know, we'll do some more of them. So y'all let me know, and we'll get back at it next time. Sports and Discourse with Derek Stevenson.